Okay, so I'm doing the Into the Darkness quest, which is a quest given to me by the Templars. I'm not sure if it happens with the other three factions, but when you reach enough experience points, you'll get a phone call from your faction leader. They call you in, they say, right, we want you to do something. So this is where I am at the moment. I've been called in. I've spoken to this lady here. We're in the Templars building, so just here. And yeah, she wants us to go off and do a nice quest for her. So here we go.
Keep calm.
Hi there. What news from the
Okay, so the next place is over here then. No, over here. It is very pretty when we come out of these places.
We have received the coordinates for a meeting between the Illuminati representatives and the black market traders. It's in a car park of all places. The Illuminati have no sense of style, none at all. The boys in the computer department told me to tell you they are uploading the information to your telephone. Why we couldn't just tell you where to go is beyond me. When I was a field operative, I kept my journal in an actual journal.
Okay, so we now need to find a parking lot which is next to a construction site. But it's not too far, so it won't take too long to get there. Okay, so now we're in. What we need to do is find the fuse box, which I didn't find straight away, but it's just up in front of us to the left, just past this little parking barrier.
To intercept the agent before their meeting began. Never mind, you'll have to see to it that the meeting is interrupted. There is a security booth somewhere in the vicinity. There might be something of use in there.
You also have to go into this room. I clicked on the computer. I'm not sure whether you have to do that, but I imagine you do. You also have to pick up the hats that are next to you, which have lights on. Now, when I did this quest, it actually wanted me to pick those up later, and it didn't actually recognise that I'd already picked it up and put it on my head. So it was trying to get me to find a light source for about half an hour, which was quite irritating. So if it is asking you to do that, just be aware that you might have to take it off and then put it back on again, which is what I had to do for it to complete the next part of the quest. Okay, so just there in front of us, just to the left, just there, that's where the fuse box is. I didn't realise it was there to begin with, so I did actually wander around for 10 minutes before I came back to this point. So I'll just speed it up until we get to that point, and then you can obviously see where I go from there. Okay, so I've now found the fuse box. All we need to do is bash it a little bit until it breaks, and then the lights go out. And then, as I said earlier, it will ask you to go and collect a light source. Now, because it was already on my head, it didn't actually go to the next tier until I took it off and then put it back on again. So I was wandering around for quite some time trying to work this out.
Reminds me of a mission I was sent on during the Great War. Miss Plimswood and I had to douse all the gaslights and make our way through a bunker in the dark. We combined 2 spells to create a makeshift sonar, saved us from falling into a bottomless pit and getting eaten by... But that's neither here nor there. Chop chop! Now's the perfect opportunity to get your hands on the contraband merchandise.
Okay, so all I've done here is continue on from where we left off. All I've done is just started heading downstairs because I'm still looking for this light source, but obviously it's already on my head. But regardless, we continue all the way down to the bottom, and you just keep going down each level of the car park until we get to the bottom, and then you can find out what happens next.
It appears this place has been infected with the filth. Dispatch those things. Put them down. They are long past human. You really need to get to the rendezvous point post-haste. But keep an eye on the shadows. I fear there may be worse things down there.
Basically, just fire them onto the floor out of your inventory, and they do have a reload rate, so that just takes time to obviously reload. But yeah, you just keep having to continue down once again till we get to the bottom of the parking lot. Okay, so as you can see, we've come to a big scary monster that wants to eat my brains. So I'm going to not let it eat my brains, I'm going to stab it in the head until it stops trying to eat my brains. And then once we've got past this monster, we can continue on our journey. Okay, so as you can see, we found these two agents. All we need to do is click on them. It says use agent. Once we've used these agents, these crazy zombies will come and try and kill us. Then we need to find our way out of the car park, where another unidentified agent will try and kill us, to which we obviously don't let him kill him as well, and then leave and head back to London, where we see our Templar mistress, who then very sourly congratulates us on our effort. So I'll just speed it up, and then you can obviously see where we need to go. Okay, so the Templar agent is right here at the top of this ramp. I don't know if you've noticed or found it yourselves, the flares actually seem to immobilise the enemies for a couple of seconds, so obviously that can be useful. It immobilised the agent here. As you can see, he is throwing little bombs on the floor that you obviously need to dodge out of, make sure he doesn't trap you in these little bomb areas. So he was quite annoying for me, but I imagine range units would be quite effective against this guy, because obviously you could stand outside of the area and just continue shooting him. But yeah, once we've dealt with this guy, it's pretty much up and out of the car park, and then we can continue back to London and meet up with our Templar Queen Lady.
Now this is interesting. The boys with their computers are running some sort of facial recognition program on the body, but I don't need them to tell me that this fellow isn't Illuminati. He is Phoenician. So, the Phoenicians are involved. This complicates matters. I'll have to discuss this with the Force Marshal. You can leave. You ought to, before you're swamped by more infected humans. There's nothing more to be accomplished for now.
Okay, so now we need to make it back to the Templar place in London. So what I actually did is I ran around and got quite lost. I couldn't work my way out of New York. So what I ended up doing is just using the transport device and getting back to the train station, or the special teleport type station, where obviously you can just get back to London quite easily. But if you know where it is, obviously you can just go that way. But I used my stone to get out of this place because I just couldn't find the exit, which sucked a lot. But anyway, yeah. So if you want to get back, obviously just use your stone. Okay, so now I'm back here. All I need to go is to the London portal, go through that, and then we can obviously head back to the evil, well, slash good Templar lady.
One of these days, we should let Darkside flood and all the shit. Haven't you got somewhere to be?
Were you on the dance floor at the hall?
Nice work out there. We have nothing more for you right now, so you should return to your previous assignment. I'll give you a ring the next time we require your services. Go on, I'm not the mothering type. This is as much praise as you'll ever get from me.
So as you can see, that's the end of our quest, and we just get a phone call now.
To say you've done far better than expected is such a backhanded compliment, isn't it?
Which obviously wasn't that very long a conversation, and it was also kind of insulting, but he did sort of say thank you as well. But anyway, that concludes our walkthrough for this quest. I hope it helped you, and if you want to see more videos, obviously click subscribe or click my username, and it will bring you to a whole list of different videos that I've got regarding walkthroughs or just general gaming news or anything of that sort. So thank you for watching, and I hope it helped.